Hi everyone, and welcome to ADMG 475 week 5 assignments. Let's see what we've got to work on this week. In this video I'm going to discuss your discussion question and your assignment review. So this week's discussion question is very different than what you've been doing all along. I hope you have some fun with this one because I want you to brainstorm some ideas of what quality would look like for this project. And you're going to work together on this. Choose one person who's going to end up summarizing all of your responses and then get everybody to agree on the summary. But I really want you to just kind of work through quality measures for this particular project. Don't get hung up on right and wrong, but just have some fun with it. Let the conversations really flow. So this is really tough because this is not necessarily a normal project. Quality measures for systems of development projects, building a house, a lot of other kinds of projects are very clear and very easy to find. Quality metrics for parties is a little bit different, but yet we still have some areas that we know that we can look at. So what we want you to do is we want to brainstorm what quality would look like for our black tie gala, and be sure that you hit some of these areas such as suppliers, venue, donor expectations. Put yourself in the position of a donor. What would the donor expect to see and find when they come to an expensive dinner like this? What are they going to expect to see and think about how you're going to evaluate quality there. Also think about your stakeholder expectations. Now, once you've done that, how are you going to measure quality? We're first going to define the areas that we're going to look at and the metrics that we're going to see, and then how are we going to measure? And again, it's tough simply because of the nature of our project. Where would we go to find quality measurements for a party or a gala of our level? And then with any estimate, where you had to show your documentation for your numbers, how are you going to validate your quality measures? Okay, it's all about validation. Then what I want you to do is each person individually come up with 2 to 3 quality measures that you're going to share with your team. Discuss the quality option, documentation, and validation measures. Choose one person who's going to gather up all of the team responses into a single post, and as a team agree on this post. Okay, then write that post to me that discusses what quality measures the team has determined for the project. So by Sunday, have fun with this. Just have a ball with this. But by Sunday, have one person write a final post that's addressed to me and that discusses all of your quality measures that you came up with, the documentation, and the validation measures. Okay? Have a great time with this. I kind of like these type things because they're very free flowing. They're very organic, and hopefully you will then, again, this is another one of those discussions that is meant to inform your assignment this week. Let's get into talking about your assignment this week. You're going to get good information from there that you can then use in your assignment. But before we start talking about the assignment, let's talk about our project update. We're about 5 months away from our event. The good news is that your team has been able to secure about half of the needed donations for the silent auction. Some of these donations include things like a spa weekend, some travel vouchers, artwork, and what very well might turn out to be the grand prize is a week-long vacation for 2 to an all-inclusive resort on the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. This is a huge win for the team because this is a big dollar money donation that we can then hopefully get some big money back in terms of auction money. This is big for the team, so we're very excited to be able to get this week-long vacation for 2. All right. Another thing, Pat's replacement has been announced. Jerry Smith will take over the responsibilities for donor relations. Jerry started work and has asked to assume all of Pat's responsibilities with respect to the Black Tie Gala. And again, Jerry is going to want regular, informal, weekly updates. So if you do not have a task in your work breakdown structure for regular weekly updates to the manager or director of donor relations, you need to add that task to your work breakdown structure. Okay. Be sure to update all project documentation with this new information. Okay. So assignment instructions. Be sure this week you're going to prepare a quality management plan. There is a template. You'll want to use that template, and of course you're going to want to make an update to your Microsoft project plan, because this week we're finally going to baseline our plan. If you are ready, you're finally going to baseline your plan. Now, in the reading video, I talked about when you are ready to baseline. So I want you to take a very good look. I want you to make sure you are ready before you hit the baseline button, and go back and watch that video as necessary. You are going to submit your quality management plan as a Microsoft Word document and your updated project management Microsoft project file. This is just a look at the template, what it looks like, and it's very free form, so it's giving you a lot of leeway on filling this in. So you definitely want to include your overall project, overall quality objectives. Okay, this is where you state what the project quality objectives are. Now, that was discussed in the textbook, and there are some good examples in there on what it means to kind of develop a philosophy on project quality for this particular project. Then you want to list all of your project deliverables and what standard are you going to use for judging the deliverables, and again, from a customer perspective. I want you to list all of the work processes that might exist, and then what standards are you going to use to evaluate those work processes. What are the project control activities? What are the quality assurance activities? And what are the roles, quality roles and responsibilities? All right, that is your template. You're going to complete all of those sections. You don't need to use the same amount of detail, but it's that applies to the risk management plan. Sorry, that sentence should have been removed. Sorry about that, folks. All right, don't forget you have a quiz that's due on Sunday, and of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me and let me know. Hopefully, you're finding these reading reviews and the assignment reviews to be helpful. Take care and have